This module will introduce you to 4 search strategies to use with library databases. The 4 search strategies are: identify keywords, use AND to connect words, use OR with alternative words, use the asterisk to truncate words. These 4 search strategies will work in most library databases, including the library catalog. Strategy 1 is to identify the keywords for your topic. If your topic is the reasons for relapse in the treatment of eating disorders, leave out non-descriptive words such as the, reasons, for, in, the, and of. Use keywords or descriptive nouns such as relapse, treatment, eating disorders. Note that the concept eating disorder consists of more than one word because it is a phrase with a meaning of its own. Strategy 2 involves using AND to combine keywords. Using AND narrows your search results. For example, you could search using eating disorders and relapse and treatment. By connecting keywords with AND, you get fewer but more focused results. Here's how AND narrows the search in a typical database. A search for eating disorders alone finds almost 15,000 results. When we search for eating disorders and relapse and treatment, we get 131 results. The results are fewer and more focused because eating disorders and relapse and treatment all have to be in the results when we connect the words with AND. However, if you string words together without using AND, you may get disappointing results. As you can see here, searching for eating disorders relapse treatment will give you 0 results. But don't separate words that logically belong together, such as breast cancer or body image. Strategy 3 is to use OR with alternative words. Using OR broadens your search to get more results. Let's use the question of how the media affects a child's body image, starting with a search for media and child and body image. There may be more than one way to express a concept. Alternative words for child may be kid, youth, or young adult. Remember always to use parentheses with the OR search strategy. Here is how OR broadens the search in a typical database. Our earlier search for media and child and body image found 53 results. By using alternative words in parentheses with OR, such as child or youth, we now have 73 results. Using OR broadens your search because you are adding similar terms to your search. Here are more examples of search strategy 3. Strategy 4 involves using truncation to get several different forms of a word at the same time. Truncation will help to increase your results. Most databases use the asterisk to indicate truncation. Placing the asterisk at the end of the root word will allow you to search for all possible endings for the word. For example, children, when truncated as child asterisk, will find child, children, childhood, and childs. Truncation will expand your search in a typical database. A search for high school and illness and children brings up 315 results. By truncating the word children and searching high school and illness and child asterisk, your results increase to 329. When truncating, keep in mind that you should not truncate too early. The word violence, when truncated at L, will bring up unrelated words such as viola and violin. Similarly, truncating too late will leave out useful words. For example, truncating the word teenage at the end of the word will not find teen and teens. The proper truncation for teenage would be teen asterisk. Instead of searching separately for variant forms of a word, you can save time by truncating and searching them all at once. In this module, you have learned about the following 4 search strategies: identify keywords, use AND to connect words, Use OR with alternative words. Use the asterisk to truncate words. You may choose to do a simple search for a topic, or use a combination of advanced search strategies to find specific information on your topic.